Tim Good here, going over today the before and after photos on the app. Okay, very important part of getting started in kind of the onboarding process. The reason we do the before and after photos is these show us where we're making differences in your physique. Okay, majority of our programs are, whether they be muscle building, strength, fat loss, etc. Circumference, body fat, and the scale show us certain things, but the before and after photos really show us, the difference in the body. And I'm a strong believer that if you look good, you feel good, and you make the people around you feel good. So I strongly believe in this. Now, if for some reason you feel uncomfortable with the before and after photos, please reach out to me and we can discuss other options as far as measuring your results as we go through the program. Today we're going to go over a few pointers that will help you make the most of these photos and make them kind of easier for you, because some people do have a little bit of trouble with them. First and foremost, when you're taking your photos, wear clothing or lack thereof that's going to show the areas that are your target areas. If you got the online program to help put size on your arms, to help put definition in your biceps, to blow your arms up, to get guns, if you want to call it that. If you bought the app and bought a program to lose weight so we can see that midsection, so we can get that six-pack, we need to be able to see these areas, okay? We need to see if we're losing fat there, if we're gaining muscle, etc. Be able to see the contour of the body, all right? So once again, when you're picking out your outfit, if you feel comfortable, you can go down to just a pair of boxer briefs, ladies, sports bra, and maybe some bike shorts. Something also that shows the contour of the body helps a lot also. Second point, use good lighting, okay? Turn on all the lights you got around you, okay? If you're gonna do it in the bathroom, make sure you got some good bright light, that's fine. If you're gonna do it in your bedroom, turn on all your lights, even the closet light, get lights from all angles. If you have a flash on your camera, lighting, okay? We're not trying to hide anything. This is to show us what we wanna change and what we are changing as we go through the process, okay? So, good lighting, big thing. Third point, use the same process each time when you take these photos. What I mean by that, try to wear the same outfit if at all possible so we can see the difference, especially if there's a difference in how the clothes fit. If there's a shirt that you're kind of busting out of because you're on the heavier side, make sure you're wearing that same shirt, especially if it's, see if it's fitting a little bit slimmer the next time we take the photos. And vice versa, if we're trying to put size on, if you're bursting out of the shirt the next time because those arms are growing, we want to see these things. So try to wear that same outfit if at all possible. Also, as far as the same process, try to take the pictures in the same place. Also, as far as your ritual before you take the photos, obviously don't do the photos after a night of going out and having a few beers. Don't do it after a night of heavy sodium. Anything that's going to bloat you or make you look bigger and or make you look kind of tighter or shrunk. We're not trying to trick the camera. We're not trying to trick the pictures. We're trying to look as normal as possible. So take all these things into consideration. If I schedule, the photos on a day that it's the day after your best friend's birthday and you guys know you're going to be going out and having some drinks and maybe having your cheat meal, maybe the next day is not the best day to take those photos, and we can reschedule those for another time. So always reach out to me and let those know. Use all the technology you have at your fingertips, guys. We all have smartphones. Those are small little computers. I'm using an iPhone right now as I'm talking to you. Use the flash, use the timer. We'll get a little bit more into that when we do the demo. But look at all the little features on your phone and see what you can use to your advantage to make these photos the best. I use an iPhone. I'm not a Droid user, but I know Droids are just as advanced and work just as well. So once again, use all that to your advantage. Last but not least, privacy, guys. Remember, these photos go nowhere. These photos, even though they're uploaded to the app, there's two people that see them as far as I'm concerned. I see them and you see them as a client. And if you care to share them with anybody else on your end, that's your business. You will never see these photos pop up on my social media or my website without written and or verbal consent. Okay, I always ask you guys beforehand. I think it's great to share before and after photos, especially when you get awesome results like all of my clients, because you never know who you're going to help inspire. You'd be very surprised if I told you some of the stories of inspiration people get from photos and stories, and not only from me, but from past and present clients. So think about this when you're, if you are shy and you're a little bit insecure, that's okay. But think about it. There might be another young lady or another gentleman out there that's feeling that same way, that might see your photo and see the progress you made, and you might be that inspiration that helps them, step forward and reach out for help and start crushing their goals just like you are here today. Last but not least, when you're taking your photos, guys, smile, man. Look happy. You're here. We're here to crush your goals. We're here to make you, all those things you wanted, the big arms, the tight midsection, the big, juicy glutes, whatever your goals are, you're here, okay? This is the first step, okay? Smile, okay? Be happy. All right, now we're gonna go through a little demo. I'm actually gonna go into the app and show you. All right, guys, so we're actually gonna go into a little demo on the app, how to take the photos. And I'm just gonna run you through some photos real fast. So obviously click on the app itself. This pops up my dash. I have a file on here as a client. So I can see all my stats, all that fun stuff. So once again, this is from the dash. I can see that from the bottom left corner. The dash is lit up. So we're gonna hit the little addition symbol at the bottom right corner. It's gonna say photos. We wanna take some photos. Add photos, correct. Once again, this is a few pointers we went over before. You can use these, you can use the ones I talked about. But once again, just make sure we're doing the same thing every time. Using that same posture, that same flex, whatever you wanna do. So let's get started. This is a basic pose that it gives you. So if you don't have a pose, like if you don't want to flex your biceps or flex your chest or, squeeze your abs, whatever you want to do, just make sure you're doing the same thing and you're showing the areas that you want to see the results in the most, okay? So like I said, if you flex your biceps the first one, make sure you do it the second time. If it doesn't make a difference to you, just use this basic standard pose, or you can just do hands down to the side, which I'm going to show you here in a second. So we'll hit take now for this pose. Okay, immediately pops up, there's me. Okay, so the lines on the screen, you just want to line them up. Pretty simple, guys. Eyes, nose, and hip. So before I even punch the shutter button, I'm going to line this up. Okay, so now, so first and foremost, I want to stand where I need to stand to get this lined up. Okay, straighten my camera out a little bit, make sure it's level. Once I find out how far I need to stand from the camera to get a good shot and get all my lines lined up, I take a little something, a little key, drop it so I know where to stand each time, because this will be the same stance every pose. So once I'm here, I'm good. I'll go down here, I'll punch this little timer, the little clock, okay? It gives me two options, 3 seconds or 10 seconds. I'm just gonna do 3 seconds for today because I don't need 10 seconds. I already know where I'm gonna stand. So this gives me a timer to get back into my position before it takes the picture. So I just hit 3 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna hit the shutter button, get into position, smile, boom. It's got my photo. It's gonna ask me, do I wanna use that? Do I wanna retake it? Or do I wanna cancel it? I'm gonna use it because today we're just doing the demonstration, so we're gonna hit use. It's gonna show me the next pose, pretty simple. We're gonna hit take now. I'm gonna use the same timer. I'm just gonna stand in that same point where I dropped my key at. I'm gonna stand, okay, that looks good. Obviously I'm wearing a somewhat baggy shirt. You want to, once again, if you want to see the curves of your shoulders, your arms, your midsection, make sure you're showing those things, okay, guys? So I'm just going to hit the shutter, 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Good. Once again, not the greatest photos, but I'm just doing this for demonstration, so it's not the biggest deal. Now this one I will use, I'm going to show you, I will use the 10-second timer. So instead of 3 seconds, which is highlighted, I'm going to use the 10-second just because you're taking a picture of your back. So you want to give yourself a second to kind of line up here. And just to go over the other emblems at the bottom, there's the reverse camera. So obviously I got my camera turned around so I can see what the camera is actually taking a picture of. Beneficial if you're taking these pictures by yourself. So I'm just going to hit shutter. I'm going to go back to the same point because it's going to line me up. I just want to make sure I'm centered in the camera because obviously I'm taking a picture of my back. I want to stand up nice and tall and just wait for the countdown, wait for the little shutter.